All right, time to take you to the Nigeria exchange, where it closed on a negative note amid sell-offs and buy interest as the benchmark all-share index depreciated by 43 basis points. The Nigeria exchange all-share index closed at 46,960.29 points to reflect a decline of 0.43% from the previous trading day and a year-to-date return of 9.93%. Meanwhile, the market capitalization decreased by 109.76 billion naira. At the close of market on Thursday, 24th March 2022, the stock exchange market value currently stands at 25.31 trillion naira at the end of the trading day. The market breadth closed positive as Veritas Capital led 16 gainers and 14 losers, topped by RT Briscoe at the end of the day session. The stock market has advanced 4,243.85 basis points since the start of the year. Now we'll look at the market summary, where the all-share index closed at 46,960.29 points. That's a decline of 43%. With 4,003 deals, that's a 2.34%. And then the volume traded was 214.69 million. At the 62 billion naira shares. That's the value of the stocks traded yesterday. And then the market capitalization closed at 25.31 trillion naira. Now we'll look at the top gainers of the day. Veritas Capital gained the market yesterday, and then we see them gaining 9.52% to close at 23 kobo. FCMB gained 7.46% to close at 3 naira 60 kobo. Custodian gained 7.14% to close at 7 naira 50 kobo, while Oando gained 6.38% to close at 5 naira. And now to the top 5 decliners, we'll see RT Briscoe losing 9.72% to close at 65 kobo. Chi PLC lost 9.09% to close at 6 kobo, and then also we see Sterling Bank losing 3.8% to close at 1 naira 52 kobo. Flour Mill also dipped 3.13% to close at 31 naira. All right, to analyze what went down at the market yesterday, we have Ambrose Amodio, CRO, as the Chief Research Officer at Invest Data Consulting Limited, joining us via the phone. Thank you so much, Ambrose, for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Now, the market saw a loss, and it is the third time in the week where investors lost 109.76 billion naira on Thursday as a result of the heavy pullback in the market. That's a 0.43% negative curve as the all-share index dropped from 47,000 to 46,000. What would you say is responsible for this pullback?
Yeah, actually, I would say that yesterday market had a mixed sentiment in the market yesterday, but because of highly capitalized stocks suffered losses, it put the market into red. At the same time, putting the market below the 47,000 mark, which I've been saying that once the market go below that, it confirms a decline phase of the market. But the good news here is that investors see that as for yesterday activities, we saw a positive market breadth. At the same time, we saw a buying and a selling sentiment within the day. But because the price of GT code was adjusted for a dividend of 2 naira 70 kobo, and MTN suffered losses in addition to Flour Mill Nigeria, the market ended positively and negatively for the day. Despite the positive market breadth, it tells you that it's because of this high cap that suffered loss that threw the market down to what it is that closed the day. But for me, as far as we are seeing some mixed sentiment and mixed sell-off in the fixed income market, because the uptick in inflation, as I'm saying in the January and February report from NPC, and only that we are seeing factors that are going to kind of put pressure on inflation as prices of goods are going up and cost of production that are going to, as a result of high energy related unit of HEO and fuel and others. We expect that inflationary fear or pressure will push some of the investors or former fixed income market out of their position to start looking the role of equity for defensive stock. And at the same time, if you want to play equity market at the time, now that we're looking at high cost of importing, Most companies in Nigeria have done backward integration. At the same time, which companies also in Nigeria were able to pass the high cost of their goods and services to their consumer or clients, that it will not affect their patronage in their products. These are stock investment because that is the only way to hedge against inflation, because those are going to sell off in fixed income market because of expected rise in inflation. They want to look at where would they protect their fund, which that some stocks have the characteristics or the potential also to protect their stock their fund for them, because during inflation they will still be making money and their earnings will be good to impact their price. At that particular time, investors want to key into such companies. For me, what we saw yesterday is okay, but only that it has caused this for that I said earlier, that has confirmed what a decline stage. But it touched the market touched as low as 46,931.38 before rebounding to close the day at 46,961.62. It tells you that we are expecting that today will give us a full direction. If market go deep on this direction, also here to create opportunity for people to buy, but it's sending a signal. We are entering the last week of March, which we're expecting a lot of activities in the sense of what more companies to submit their notification for their first quarter result, and more to release what their full year result for 2021. As we speak now, Capri are fixing have announced their dividend of 50 kobo each for the financial year ended 2021. For me, it's a good news that is coming to the market. It's this news that I see that will drive the market in next week by God grace. But today, let's expect that market will also inch up a little. Market might not continue in the red position. My market might revert today, but the last trading day of the week, because market have suffered losses for almost 3 trading days, before now. For that,
Actually,
the market will kind of resist.
yeah, but you sound very optimistic for the rest of the month. So it means that what position actually should investors take looking at this decline?
No, at this point, the decline we saw in the market is for majorly the high cap stocks. Most of the medium cap stocks and the cheap companies that pay dividend, their price is relatively okay for investors to buy now, especially if you are an income investor. For me, the market is just an opportunity for new entrants. But don't forget that in any market that is oscillating, you need to play with your stop loss. Guide yourself with your stop loss as an investor so that you become a well. Because when you protect your capital, that's your capital to play when market gives an opportunity. But when you allow the market to take your capital, because that's why you need to guide yourself with your stop loss and your investment objective.
Now, the volume of Thursday's session dropped by 19.73%, while the value dipped by 18.35%. Now, what do you think should be the expectation of investors, especially during this season of correction?
Yeah, well, like I just said earlier, that this is time for you to use your stop loss active. Target those companies that have not released their audited result for 2021. And there's potential because we have seen their unaudited in January this year that have potential to pay dividend on the strength of their earnings. You can position in those stocks because they have suffered kind of losses or the price that was just set down. You cannot position in those stocks knowing that any investment is against the future and against expectation. If at the end of the day they declare dividend that do not meet your target, that's why your stop loss will be a guide, quickly jump out of it. But if you're a medium and long-term investor, that the company has fundamental, good technicals, you can take your dividend and exercise patient to see the stock to rebound. But don't joke with your stop loss if you're a trader or investor, unless you want to achieve your strategy. But your stop loss will help you to manage your risk and also protect your capital.
Okay. Let's look at the top 5 gainers. We saw that investors rallied for small capitalized stocks like Veritas Capital, and then shares of Custodian, as Veritas Capital closed at 23 kobo after 2 kobo gain, and then Custodian went up by 50 kobo to close at 7 naira 50 kobo. Why do you think investors are pitching their tent here?
No, if you look at for capital, for Veritas Capital, assurance, it's an insurance company. I would say the movement is just market forces. But for Custodian investment, this is a company that has been consistent in paying dividend. Despite that the last when they pay was around 40 kobo and it's below market expectation. But because of the expectation of the company and being also in other financial sector, we'll see activity. But any investor taking position should see what's attracting you into that company. If you see the earnings that are attracting you or positive technicals, this is how to invest. Don't just jump into the company because the price is going up. Look at what is the pattern and what is the earnings coming. Because I tell you that anytime, any day that factors that drive price most often back of this company that had December year end in the month of April. A good and a smart investor will start insurance ahead of this number, because if you take insurance early and the number comes in April and they are positive, you are both now that the market is pulling back and it goes up when the result is market, you're already in profit to come back. That's why any investor that really want to make money in the market must up his game in terms of knowledge and also in terms of different analysis. And that is why we're having a masterclass in April 2nd, where investors will be kind of guided on how to play this market with less risk and continue to earn good money in the rest of the quarter 2 in 2022. That is how to invest. Education, knowledge, that is how to invest wisely.
Okay, let's take a breather, Ambrose. We'll be back. The conversation will continue after this break. Please stay with us. All right, still reviewing yesterday's stock market performance, and Mr. Ambrose Amodio is still on the phone line with us. Now, we just talked about the gainers, but on the flip side, we saw RTB Risco was back in the red, losing about 7 kobo to close at 65 kobo, while Sterling Bank lost about 6 kobo to close at 1 naira 52 kobo. Why are we seeing this recent decline in the shares of the stocks?
So for RTB Risco, for the past 4 trading days, it has been on a decline. That investors are selling down. Actually, when the price moved from around the 20 kobo to almost 1 naira, it was just sentiment and just expectation, and the news that supported the price to the company. There was no fundamental to support the rally in RTB. Correcting at this point is not surprise to me, also on that market. But I don't say investor that if you're in a company that don't have fundamental, take advantage of the price rally to sell out and come out. Don't be greedy. But you that guys who hold the stock now, that the stock is not that to sell not a problem, because the stock is not, for me, it's not too, how would I be marketing? It's not the stock is not the kind of stock that you can see, you want to sell, you see buy immediately. But now that it's coming, I tell you that people are in the stock now because they have to opportunity in the market again where they can make income. For me, the normal market movement that is affecting the RTB. But for the stock of Sterling Bank rally just yesterday, what was the day for yesterday? That is that people are just taking profits for the short term that made a 9 to 10% return. It's not a part of what. Don't forget that the banking sector are the most consistent sector in terms of dividend payouts. And put the Sterling Bank in that sector, so that Sterling Bank will release the result very soon, and they are not dividend, no matter how small it is, just to support the price of the stock when they bring their announcement.
Now, Ambrose, before you go, let's talk about this recent update on Access Bank trading license holders. Trading license holders and the investing public have been notified that trading in the shares of Access Bank PLC was suspended on Thursday, March 24, 2022. And the suspension is necessary to prevent trading in the shares of the bank in preparation for the eventual delisting of Access Bank PLC from the daily official list of Nigeria Exchange Limited and listing of the holding company Access Holdings PLC on the exchange. Now, what are your thoughts on this development, Ambrose?
Yeah. For me, it's a good move in the right direction. Access has kind of expand the operation by acquiring more banks outside the shore of the within the Nigeria.
So you saw it coming?
So that they are really in business. So what they did yesterday is for them to be able to list the holding company. And don't forget that, like a week ago, they got approval from the court to go ahead from the high court. That means any share you have in that is then your own. If you have 50,000, there's no change in their share in issue. What you have in assets when it was the bank and like the company, they remain the same. So that's why they're going to mix the banking and bring the holding company on board, which is also okay for me. Not that rather, the fact that the acquisition they are doing and the coming into a good goal should be a support for them to earn more that will pay investors higher in terms of the dividend. Because after payment of 70 dividend for 2021, was assured that, earlier 30 dividend altogether 1 naira for the year. For me, it's an improvement compared to where they are coming from. But investors are expecting more from them. If the good goal will make access to kind of jack up or kind of improve their performance for them to pay more dividend, fine for me, the good one. But we are seeing already a kind of a better process of future for us the way they are going. As we speak now, look at asset results for 2021. They are reaching the backness of their top line, almost getting to $1 trillion cost earnings for 2021. It's a sign that asset is really moving. And also, if they are going to list some of their some of their subsidiaries in OTC market, while the economic corporate remaining independent, they could look for also for assets. That is that assets is kind of it needs to be reckoned in the banking sector because of what we are seeing potential for growth expansion for assets.
Sounds like you saw this coming. So what does it mean for the market?
For me, this also different the market because if we to the future, we are seeing a certain market, assets will rank among the